Welcome. This is the Four Seasons, some of the most exquisite residences in Chicago. This is not luxury living, this is refined living. This is a whole other caliber, another echelon of fine homes. Beneath us, white oak, rift cut floors. Notice the paneling moving all the way around, completing it. You're gonna see a seamless home throughout this entire flat. There isn't one area that hasn't been thought about, that hasn't been brought to fruition through the design of some very lucky people. And one of those people could be you, now that it's changing hands. Coming in, we have our first bedroom off the entrance, perfect as a guest room, and we have our bath here. So this will act as your powder room, and one of my favorite features of this is the hand-poured concrete all the way throughout. Notice we don't have a sink. We have 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 fixtures and faucets all the way throughout the property, and this water will naturally gravitate towards the middle and then eventually evaporate, leaving no trace that it was ever there. As we come through, come on in. Notice these are 8-foot solid core doors imported from Greece. And you'll notice there are no seams, no hinges. These are piano hinges used for this door. Come over here. And that is what we see right here, are these piano hinges. So they can seal it, making sure you don't see it on the other side. Now, this floor is the same hand-poured concrete that we have on the surface of the sink. What's beautiful about that is the seamless look and feel that you get throughout. So our surfaces are very complementary because there's so few of them. So we're not busy on our eyes and mind as we show the property. Again, we have 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 fixtures all the way throughout. Nice walk-in shower, shower niche, of course. And then if you've never had the opportunity to use one of these Kohler bathrooms, they're phenomenal. I implore you to do it. You have to check it out. Really one of a kind, but that's an experience that you'll have to do yourself. As we come into the bedroom, you see the same wallpaper that was in the bathroom come all the way into this bedroom. Small feature and not something that has to do with the home, but I bring it up because every piece of furniture here, with very few exceptions, are available for sale with the home because they've completed it. If you come here, you don't need to make any of these decisions. But check this out. This side for the top drawer, this side for the bottom drawer. Simple, but really fits the entire idea of this residence, a seamless home. We don't have floor-to-ceiling windows, and I know that's something that a lot of people say they want, but this gives you an area to hang out, enjoy the city. You're able to be out of the city, in the city, while still in the residence. Sit down and relax, enjoy this, because floor-to-ceiling windows, you don't need to look down, and this allows you to utilize this space better than you can. Look at these lights. These are 3-inch, recessed, trimless light fixtures. You don't see an ugly piece here. This is drywall all the way to it, all the way throughout. You see the same thing in the HVAC grills here. One line, letting the air flow through your home with nothing else. That seamless idea even carries through to the drywall returns. Notice we have no trim, no baseboards. This gives you a clean look of drywall all the way through, then cuts in. So it gives you the cleanest look possible. Your eyes are not going to wander in this home. If they do, it's only going to be to see the different things that there are, not the small details that are catching your eyes. You're not going to see crazy crown and lots of coffered ceilings. These things grab the eye for sure, but this is a true modern residence. I love these doors. This hardware is very hardcore. It's thick, it's strong, it's powerful. You'll notice immediately with these closets, not only are they custom built out, it's like this is actually wood that someone made to build it out. But notice up here, so it has a magnetic catch, a motion sensor for the light, a gasket to soften the close, and then it has this ledge here to catch the door. So when we come through, we have this completely seamless feel with the door, which is rare. A lot of times these are ball joints, which I absolutely can't stand, and you have to force the door in or force the door out, or they're sliders and they're falling off all the time. This is the cleanest design possible. There isn't a better way to do it. As we move throughout this entire home, notice the lights all the way around us, clean, you don't see them. And now we're gonna go straight to the living room. Large in size, there isn't one space here that feels tight. In the entry, in the foyer, you feel the space of the home. It's preparing you for what you're about to see. And in this living room, I mean, wow. This enormous sectional, which feels at least 90 inches on this side and probably is the same going that way, is very large and spacious. Then we have the same rift cut white oak all the way throughout, carrying the pattern through. The rift cut is what you get when you see this type of graining. You don't see this in all oak. And then we have all the built-in storage underneath, which is so practical and something that you're going to need in your home, but they build it in. So you don't need an obtrusive amount of furniture holding up your space. You'll notice there actually isn't furniture other than a coffee table and places to sit. Everything else is built in, so you don't need to add those things. Notice the illumination underneath all the bookshelves. You're noticing a white and oak finish pretty much throughout the entire property. This is timeless. People were doing this 40 years ago. They'll be doing it 40 years from now. It's always going to continue. As we get to the dry bar, I love how they have the leather pulls here. Adds a completely different level of elegance and sophistication, but still bringing you back to real raw materials, back to the earth. And then we have a wine fridge right here, dual zoned, and then more storage right on this side. What I like about this is it's not the focal point of the room. A lot of times something like this is where they want to draw your attention, but they kept it on the back side of the room. So it's something you have to even notice is there. You walk in, you enjoy the views, you enjoy the space, you enjoy the furniture, and then there is the dry bar. One of my favorite parts about this dining room area, not only is it wide and spacious and big throughout, but look at this. This acts as the backsplash, a piece of art that's built into the home for your complete buffet. Just imagine having a nice family dinner here, and I always like a round dining room table because there's no head. Everyone's equal, everyone's together, but there aren't heads at the table to give someone that position of dominance. Whoever you have over, no matter what the meal is, you're all equal around the table. As we move through to the kitchen, you can't hear it right now because we turned it off, but there are Sonos speakers throughout this entire property. Walk in, hit the button, music goes play. What's great about this kitchen too, there's so many things. What's great? Everything's great. But you'll notice a 4-person eat-in kitchen. You always want to spend time in the kitchen. And if that wasn't enough for you, something to maybe soften up the space, I would do cushions along this wall so more people could sit here and join in. I really like that idea. Now, you may have noticed on the countertops how thin they are. I mean, these are centimeters. Only maybe I think it's less than a centimeter. These are millimeters of size. But this is porcelain. This is not quartz. This is just as impervious, just as strong, but gives you the ability to go much thinner than you can with quartz. I love that they finish it off with the white above here. You'll notice that the lights are going on and off. I'm not sure what that's about, but they're turning on, they're glowing, they're dimming on, and not just turning off and on. These are more expensive, harder to accomplish. When we get to the sink, we have the edge sink, which means we have the tops right here and here, allowing us to put the cutting board on. And then they have the back sink area, and of course there's a garbage disposal. I love these 𝗏𝗏𝗏 faucets. They're absolutely my favorite. You'll notice them in all the bathrooms and in the kitchen. Bringing in the under cabinet lighting on these shelves is not the easiest feat. They have to put transformers behind the walls. They have to have the wiring go through the middle of it. It's not easy to do. And then the same surface all throughout is everywhere. So clean, white and oak, white and oak. On top of that, as opposed to the natural grips that we had in the other room, here, this is my favorite for a kitchen and a bathroom personally, is down grips, up grips, then go down to the next drawer. Of course, these are all soft close, all custom cabinetry. We're working with a 𝗏𝗏𝗏 appliance package here. Talking about surfaces, our large, I don't know if it's commercial, but it's definitely a strong hood when I was looking at it, is right above here. This is an induction stovetop, okay? Clean, easy to clean. When you turn this off, it's not cold, but it's warm to the touch. It's not retaining the heat that you typically get. This is perfect for children. We have the drawer microwave here, of course. And as we come through, some of my favorite features. We have our refrigerator, full 𝗏𝗏𝗏. I'm going to talk about how new this is, ready to go. And our 𝗏𝗏𝗏 freezer here. We have the double ovens on this side, all the manuals, everything inside, all Wi-Fi operated. How cool is it that you could turn your oven on from a distance, get home, and be ready to have a meal? We have these cabinets that open up like so. It's always nice to have something that pulls out. You never want to be reaching back for things. It's hard to keep it organized. It's hard to use it. This allows you to truly utilize this space. And then you have more storage here, which is really nice because this is such a cool feature. And you're like, well, what about these doors? That's kind of annoying. They're just protruding. How cool is that? TV's at a good place. Coffee. You have your complete appliance garage here to keep all the things you don't want to put on the shelf. You'll notice the same seamless fixtures all the way throughout this property. You'll even notice all the Lutron lighting throughout. You can see the panels throughout the home. And then we also have the Legrand outlets, which are some of my personal favorite. So you can see this style right here with the very elegant plate on top. Let's go look at some more bedrooms. So right off the entrance, keeping everything between this hallway, which is really nice because this is it. The whole family meets here. You're all ready to go. Everything's on every side of here. There aren't corridors that are past corridors, which is kind of annoying sometimes. You'll walk into a property and it keeps going and going. It feels very hotelish, as in the hallways of hotels. But when you come here, you know where you're getting yourself into. We have the bedrooms right here, closet on this side, another one of these beautiful baths. This time we have the wall-mounted fixtures. Ooh, look at this water pressure. It is strong, it is exact. And then, I didn't bring it up before, but these doors, these have like a Venetian plaster finish to them. When you touch them, it's like a car. It's like you're touching fiberglass or the outside of a vehicle. So when you come in here, oh, and there's a pocket door here too. Always a good space-saving measure. This is great. I'm looking at this pocket door. They have the same gaskets all the way around. There is a huge, like everything in life, there are ranges of what things cost and the quality. This is a very high-end pocket door, and it appears to have the same finish as the front door as well. I love how they did the black and white in here. Black right when you walk in. They did the linear strip of LEDs up top. But then it moves to the swap. So white fixtures, black wall, white wall, black fixtures. You'll notice the shower niche is completely carved in. This isn't some other stone. This isn't something that was built in some other material. It's here off to the side, very elegantly put. Look at this. Look at this vent. This is a passive vent that is always going. Sometimes you'll see in a bathroom where they'll have timers for the vents. This is active all the time. That's why they call it a passive vent. You never have to do anything with it. So you don't have to set any timers or worry about it. It's always bringing things out of the home. This was an incredible second bedroom to walk into. My first baby is on the way, and we live in a high-rise. We want to continue living in a high-rise, and we're thinking, how are we going to make this work? This is one of the most ingenious layouts I've ever seen. This is used as an in-town, but regardless of that fact, kids could live just like this. And look at the detail. They put a ledge on all the beds, outlets, USB, reading light. Everything is set for real use. And what I liked about this too is what I noticed. You know, it might be annoying if the light was on this side for reading. So I think you could just switch it when you're ready to read. You go on this side and then sleep on that side. I really think they've thought all these details out, And oh my God, to use rift cut oak for these small details to frame it out, this is not something that just happened. This was thought out. Definitely a decision someone wanted to make. And then someone might think you're losing the window space here, not at all. But if you needed to add more closet space to this, if this doesn't work for you, these bunk beds I think are very cool for children. Maybe you're an adult and you want this space for another reason of what this could look like and how you can maximize this space. Come on, let me show you more. Now, a lot of times we bypass the laundry room. It's not something you need to see or not something that's super important, but I like this one because notice this is coming right below my belly button. So let's look at that. We are 3 feet 4 inches, let's call it 3 feet 5 inches from the ground. Basically 3'6", 40 inches. So when we look at this, 42, when we look at this, you have a surface for all your things, but notice, there's no hoses, there's no outlet that the washer and dryer are being plugged into. This is clean, smooth, outlets for purpose, and you have this open closet on this side, because why would it be closed? For a garbage can, ironing board, any of the things you may need in the home, but open storage here for those things. And this was something that was very cool too. So notice this cabinet opens up here, put things away, unsightly items. But then this opens up in this direction, and I was like, man, that's backwards, someone made a mistake. This is a humidifier for the home. All the HVAC, everything is new in this home. But they open it up this way so you can easily access it. Humidity is a common problem in high-rises. It's something that you have to add in yourself, add into the HVAC system. Sometimes the building has its own system, but you need to supplement it with something that really works well to get the full life of it. Now, before we go in there, let me show you this closet. Again, white and oak theme all the way throughout. Back to the leather pools, all soft close. I mean, look at this. This all smells like wood in here. It's like, I mean, I love this smell. It's one of the reasons I enjoy new construction, for the smells. But what a great closet. Just enough for 2 people, maybe even excess, all depends who you are. But if this wasn't in town, definitely sufficient. Now coming into here, we have the same pattern, same floor, same surface, standalone tub, and I don't know if these are quartz or porcelain. I'm guessing quartz, but nonetheless, it's beautiful. And you have the uplighting all the way around us as well, with built-in storage right here. I mean, this is clean, seamless. I love the black frameless window, I love the black mirror as well. You have the wall-mounted faucets, just a little bit of black, and they're adding these accents to pull it out too. But it goes all the way up, it goes up with the light protruding up, light protruding down, and then the same thing that we saw on the other bathroom. I could do this all day long. I'd be in here washing my hands 10 times a day just to utilize this sink. I mean, there's nothing cooler than this. Then we have the doorless shower. I love a doorless shower. I don't like fighting with doors. I don't like things swinging into spaces they don't have no business in. And our shower here is clean, just like everyone else. Every other one we saw. Nice shower niche, bench, hand shower, overhead. We have speakers in here, cove lighting up top. Perfect place for a robe. It's clean, it's seamless. Now coming to the main bedroom, we're almost concluding this tour. Thank you for watching it. We have a great size room with the same paneling finishing here, with the seamless vents above, paneling on this wall, and paneling off the back, the floating bed with the built-in side tables. Everything is here ready for you. If you could picture yourself living at the Four Seasons or any of the other refined residences throughout Chicago, please reach out to me. I'd love to represent the sale of yours or show you how to buy them. Have a great day.